The manufacturing sector is seeing shifts in staffing levels. The latest Labor Department data shows manufacturing employment across the U.S. has dropped by 33,000 since April, and that's not the only sector seeing trouble. The Bureau of Labor Statistics estimates 455,000 women left the workforce in droves this year. Let's bring back the chair of the School of Business at Westminster College, Bob Badowski. Bob, with such a drastic drop in the manufacturing jobs and pay, did tariffs have a part in that? What are we noticing as the potential cause here?
Absolutely. I think tariffs are sort of the main reason for some of those things. Nobody knows what to expect. It's harder to get things that you need for manufacturing. And when anytime that those kinds of things are up in the air, businesses get nervous and stop hiring or start laying off, and nobody knows what to do. I was speaking with somebody from the home building industry 2 weeks ago, and he was kind of at his wit's end because he doesn't know where some of these things are going to come from now.
Is it the supply chain end of things, or is it the cost of materials that's causing the job with the job opportunities?
Well, it's the upgraded cost of materials with the tariffs included with them. So you have to, maybe if you got something from one country, now you have to look for other countries to get that from because the tariffs are kind of pushing the prices out of reach.
Data shows 455,000 women also left the workforce between January and August of this year. What are the top reasons women are walking away from working?
Well, I think during the pandemic, people started working from home and got kind of used to being able to, especially women doing some of the childcare and some of the things like that in the home. And now that more businesses are requiring women to go back into the office, and with the rising cost of childcare, it just becomes too much to bear almost. So you're starting to see some of that go on. You're starting to see things of that nature when there's less childcare facilities now, which are really raising those childcare prices. And I know I had a couple of children, and to pay those childcare prices, sometimes you're just maybe breaking even by working.
Yeah, and the school day ends so early during the day. That flexibility is important too. What solutions are states or companies looking at to maybe solve some of these childcare cost issues? Do you think this is something that they're finding things that are even working?
Well, there were government benefits or tax benefits for childcare, but those kind of went away, and I think that's starting part of that as well. And I know some businesses have built-in childcare facilities. If you're a larger business, sometimes that helps. But again, that becomes expensive. So, I think maybe if they need workers, they're going to have to start maybe compromising and letting people work from home or having more flexible schedule hours.
Yeah, and this week on 21 News at 5, we reported on Stellantis, formerly Chrysler, bringing back 900 jobs to the Ohio Jeep plant in Toledo, those jobs coming from Canada. Does it appear that the tariffs maybe are working when it comes to these specific issues where you're seeing reshoring of jobs?
Yeah, I think that's the main goal of these things, to reshore these jobs. But I think right now we're just going through a lot of the growing pains of these things. And, business really doesn't like, instability. And that's why we're losing a lot of that. But I think as maybe we can get through these tariffs and negotiate with some of these countries and get back to kind of supply chain as usual, I think maybe there are major incentives to produce things here in the States.
A lot of trends to watch. We'll see how those numbers pan out this year and into next. Bob, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Have a great day.